pumpkin picker and I picked a crop or two. When I'm chipping pumpkins, only think about you. You are my pumpkin baby, you are my pumpkin pie. Playground, I sure gonna trouble over you. Well, I'm just a pumpkin picker and I sure gonna trouble over you. Just pumpkin picker, just pumpkin picker, just a pumpkin picker.
Hey gang, Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. Feeling groovy, feeling great. Yes, it is the voiceover weekly stew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Yeah, it's Friday. We do this thing, been doing it for a while now, dating back to June of last year. And you're like, what happened, dude? Oh, in case you don't know, it was actually Red Cross Friday. I got holes in my body, hemoglobin. They put it back here, and they took it out of here. Stop showing those guns off. That's just so awkward. Yeah, it's Red Cross Friday, and I make a big deal about the Red Cross because I love the work they do, and I go and sit in a chair for about 2.5 hours once a month and get platelets drawn out. And if you don't do that, or if you've ever considered doing that, I highly encourage you to do that. But I didn't come here to talk about just giving platelets and having your blood pulled from one arm, and tucked into another. No, I came to just spend a little quality time with you. How you been? How are you? Really, how are you? Yeah. Oh, we got our first live. Who's that? G'day. G'day, it's Craig Ferguson from Down Under. Craig, how are you, mate? That was probably really bad, wasn't it? But from Down Under, I have an Australian viewer. Craig, I hope you're doing well, sir. I really, really do. Thank you for tuning in to the live VoiceOver Weekly Stew. And if you're watching this on replay, thanks for watching it. Yeah, what time is it there? Is it like 12 hours ahead? So it would be like... Is it like 5 in the morning? Is it 5 a.m. since it's 5 p.m. here on the East Coast of the U.S.? I always get that mixed up. But it would be Saturday, so you're already doing the weekend. Yeah, I think that's right. I've done some work with some clients in New Zealand, and I think it's 12 hours ahead. If it's not, oh well, whatever. Hannah, hey, how are you? You finally, well, it's nice to see you made it on time today. Yeah, we were beginning to be worried because as I was checking the roll here, yeah, it was, Craig has just chimed in and said, it's actually 9 o'clock Saturday morning. So that's even better. I was thinking, Craig, you got up at 5 o'clock. I'm sure you didn't get up for this. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you for chiming in and thank you for joining me. Craig is an amazing broadcaster, voice actor in Australia. I think I have that right. If I don't, you will correct me. Right. Okay. But yeah, that's what I do. Not over there, but over here. And I have the honor and the blessing to be able to work with clients all over the world, as does Craig. And it's just a joy to come hang out with you for about a half hour every Friday and just kind of recap my voiceover business week, share some insights if I have any, or outsights, whatever. And just kind of hang out and chill and just, enjoy it. It's the end of the work week for most people, not for voice actors and a lot of self-employed folks who just, do the 6 days, and some of them even do 7 days. I quit doing that. You need that rest. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm guessing you only did it for this show. Probably not. But it's nice to get off early. Yeah, it was so nice and warm for the better part of this week in South Carolina. Got out and spent an afternoon walking with a lovely friend, and it was like almost 70 degrees. And then today, I go outside on the drive to the Red Cross and back home. It's drizzly, it's wet, it's 39 degrees. It's just bleh. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what a day in South Carolina can make. And I know there's other parts of the country freezing and snowing and in the U.S. anyway. But yeah, around here that doesn't happen too often. But we got the yuck outside. But nonetheless, it's going to be warming up. Folks, it's February 12th. You know what that means. You know the season. Well, if you're in the South and in the West, you know what that means. Southwest. You know spring is coming. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Yeah. So, except for, you folks up in the North and, the Northwest and Northeast, you folks have to deal with winter, I guess. Did the groundhog see his shadow? I can't remember. I can't remember if he did or not. It doesn't really matter because that's all. Anyway. So, yeah. Hey, how was your week? Mine was fantastic. The last 2 weeks, I've just been like floating. I mean, because I feel so good. There's a lot of amazing things going on in my personal life I can't get into right now. One of the things that I have been focused on the past month has been taking better care of myself. I intentionally did not make, and it's had a reflection, and it'll spill over into the business stuff. So if you're like curious about the voiceover stuff, it's part of it. Taking care of yourself, this is not rocket science, I know, and common sense, but not so common if you're struggling with it. And that is taking care of yourself. Hannah says it's 27 degrees outside on frozen roads. Bleh, we don't want that. None of that here in SC. So taking care of yourself is really, really important because it has a direct effect on your ability to focus, to think, to even do what I'm doing when I'm sitting in front of this mic. How you doing, Sennheiser 416 there. When you're sitting in front of the mic or standing in front of the mic and you are trying to communicate and you're trying to speak, the mechanics of your mouth and your throat and your vision and your brain, it's amazing how your diet and your exercise or lack of exercise routine and the care you give to yourself and that you take care of yourself, it's an amazing connection that if you don't connect the dots, can really have an impact. And I didn't do a New Year's resolution this year. I really am not into that. But I hit a peak weight. I've struggled with my weight and lack of fitness for a number of years. I've gone through spurts of like taking care and then not taking care. Well, this past January, actually the pivotal point, the last time I was at the Red Cross was, I think, back on early January. So, early mid-January. So I do it once a month, so that sounds about right. I hit the scales, and I came in at an embarrassing weight that I have never been at before. And Ellie, stay out of the trash can. Yeah, you silly girl. What, you think you deserve to be on camera today? All right, let's do this. There you go. There you go. Why do you always look down? Ellie, come here. Look up. Ellie, look up. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Yes, I'm okay. It's just a bandage. No, I didn't bring you any snacks. Okay. And there's Watson. Hello, Watson. Hello, buddy. Yes, I got the phone working as a camera. Yeah, big man. Okay. So, anyway, back to the human story. Yeah, they'll probably hang out in here and run off with boxes and packing material. Hey, yes, that's me. Quit licking my leg. Stop. Things. I don't know. So anyway, I just began to focus really on taking better care of myself because of a weigh-in and the way I felt with the last time I went to the Red Cross. I was at a very bad point as far as physically, the heaviest I'd been, and I was just flat out. The psyche part of it is just you're miserable if you're not taking care of yourself. And again, I know this is common sense for a lot of folks, but I am tying it in with the whole fact of I could actually tell my reads, my voice, my vision, my concentration, the mechanics of the way the tongue hit the teeth, hit the jaws, the hydration level, the mouth noise. everything was suffering because of, not to mention just the psychological, that part of it. Everything was suffering. So what I did is I looked for something that I had tried a few years back and given up on it, and started a program. Some of you may be familiar with DDPY, Diamond Dallas Page Yoga, former pro wrestler turned yoga fitness and workout dude. And I highly, highly recommend it. I signed up for the app. I weighed myself. I took before pictures. I didn't post them, but I took the before pictures and put them on the app, and started a workout regimen and started a clean eating regimen, cut out 99.9% of all the alcohol, all the processed foods, all the sugars that I was aware of, no fast food stops, no junk, no pizza, just basically clean eating. Someone said it sounded like I was doing more like the paleo diet. I don't know. I thought that could make me a paleontologist. I don't know. Digging up bones. Digging up bones. Didn't do it. But healthy, whole foods, exercise every single day. Nothing crazy, just some yoga and some intense dynamic resistance exercises, half hour or so. Well, I feel amazing. And I've dropped, can we have a drum roll, please? No drum roll. I've dropped 17 pounds since last month. So I feel incredibly, so much better. I'm sharper. I have more focus. I can remember things more clearly. Still having trouble staying on track, but I'm getting better. And the most important part is my reads have gotten to my ear. I can tell my reads have gotten better. They've gotten more on target with the copy. My mind is sharper to interpret that copy. And just my ability to do the mechanics and rattle through them for faster reads, for slower, more dramatic reads. It's just, everything is just like heightened. So thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. So I got to tell you, if you are like on the fence as far as, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I take care of myself or not. I'm happy with it. I'm doing the couch potato thing. It's number one, it's unhealthy, and I have a lot to live for and decades ahead of me to enjoy this life. And I plan on doing it the right way in a healthy state of mind. My end goal is I have a weight in mind, and I have certain health measurements that I want to be at. So I'm on my way. I'm doing okay. God is so good. It's amazing how the Holy Spirit has kept me on track, keeping me focused on the day-to-day, waking me up and at 5 a.m., which I didn't think I could do, most mornings anyway, and focusing on, okay, I've got a daily routine. I know when I'm going to work out. I know when I'm going to rest. I know I'm going to bed earlier. I'm getting up earlier. So it's just overall, I'm in a very good place. And the other personal stuff, I can't tell you, but life's really, really good. Yeah. What's been going on in your world? Have you been busy? Have you been kind of cranking out stuff? Has it been slow? Mid-February? Did you know it was Valentine's Day coming up this weekend? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this voice, but it's Valentine's Day coming up on Sunday. Some of you celebrate it. Some of you don't celebrate it. Personally, I'm going to celebrate it this year. Just saying. I'm thinking I'm going to celebrate it. I wonder if that's why they gave me the red tape. Probably not. They always hand out the red tape. Anyway, and so what'd you say? Puppy said something smart about Valentine's Day. I don't know what it was. No telling. Oh, and seriously upping the amount of water I drink too, which I was already a water guzzler. I'm a guzzler. But I've been tipping the water bottle even more. So hydration's really important too. Singles Awareness Day. Okay, so that's, Singles Awareness Day. Cool. Laughy face. Dane had a crazy week. He's looking forward to unwinding for a few minutes with Troy at the end of the week, because that's what you do when you're Dane, the man. Hey, VO artist and coach extraordinaire. Man of many talents. Not to mention he sells computers. No, just kidding. He sold me the Mini Mac, Mac Mini, that I'm using right now, that is a beast and a workhorse. I mentioned it last week, and that thing has just been humming along. Noticed faster render times, and it's just, I'm really enjoying it. Don't want to go on too much about that because I did it last week. So where was I at? I was talking about memory. Let's see if I can do this. Cue the crickets. Oh, Valentine's Day. See? It's like, before I would have just like dozed off, and oh, Dane's got the vibe, man. He's got a little cinnamon candle going, he said. He's relaxing. And he's just, and it's easy, you know, because this is pretty much, doesn't take a lot of concentration to focus on what I'm saying. Just take a deep breath, Dane. This is just for you. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Very good. One more, Dane. Smell the aroma of the cinnamon. Let it coat your senses in peace. And exhale. And for the rest of us, anyway, what do we got here? Did I mention I'm feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling good. So Valentine's Day is coming up, Singles Awareness Day for folks that are, for those who are not doing it and just don't want to play along with the Hallmark thing. But for others, you know, it's a mark. You know, the thought of trying to go out and book a restaurant, though, is just like, ugh. I used to work in the restaurant business years and years ago, decades ago. And besides Mother's Day, it's like the craziest, busiest time. Why would you want to stand outside a restaurant and wait for an hour, hour and a half to get a table? I mean, if you've got a reservation, that's fine, but don't try to wing it and go out there and do it. Just my 2 cents worth. It's all I got. So, anyway, I don't know if you guys know this, but at 6 o'clock Eastern, I am doing a story time with Troy. If you got any little ones and you want to hear the live version, I posted up on YouTube and on my personal Facebook page. And this week's story is a really cool story. It's kind of for the ladies out there who are overworked, underappreciated, and who just need a little love. This is Mrs. Bunny's day off. So I invite you to join me for that 6 o'clock Eastern, about a half hour after I finish this thing, and wrap it up on my Facebook personal page and on YouTube, Storytime with Troy. And of course, it'll be live and of course recorded if you want to put the kids in front of there and watch for about 10, 15 minutes. That's about how long the story will take. So that's something I do every Friday after the live because the camera's on, the lights are warm, I'm feeling jazzed, and I just like doing kid stories. And my grandkids watch this. So just saying. Yeah, there's an incentive. Also to stay healthy and take care of yourself, too. So I got a couple of... I wanted to show you something real quick. Where's it at? Yeah, this is a look at my calendar. Where's my head? There it is. Just to give you an idea, all the green stuff was Fiverr-related stuff. The orange stuff was... that was a video edit I did, working on a video project. The purple is Upwork. The red is working directly with clients. See some of that. And so it's been all over the place. And right up there at the top from 8 to 9, it's on the calendar every day, DDP yoga. Yeah, it ain't your mama's yoga. Just saying. And e-learning with Energy World Net, Mosaic, doing some e-learning for them. Explainer videos, commercials, just all over the place. Picked up a few more clients working direct with them that started working with them on Fiverr. And it was kind of more their idea that they found me because I used, this was a topic that came up earlier this week on Facebook in reference to Fiverr. And somebody asked the question, should I use my real name on Fiverr? And there was some debate going on, just nice, healthy, nothing, angry or critical or anything, because this was a group of people that were already doing voice acting on Fiverr and Upwork. Well, what happened was, it's just this incredibly long string of comments, and some people were like, yeah, you better err on the side of being cautious, because the post was that the rumors were going around, and this is not something new. This has been going on for the 5 years that I've been on Fiverr, coming up in March, that agents or other voice actors or anybody in the establishment, for lack of a better term, tends to look at that and they frown upon it because of the reputation Fiverr has of people, they're undercutting the industry, et cetera, et cetera. Not going to get into all that. But the question was, is it possible, is it safer to just not use your real name, use a pseudonym so you don't get blackballed or not considered for a job if you put in an audition and they search for your name and they find out that you are on Fiverr? You can see the way I said that facetiously, where I stand on it. And my whole point was, I've been using my real name for the last 5 years on Fiverr. I used it before, and I continue to use it, obviously. And I do have my own website. Where's that address? It's up there, TroyWHudson.com. And so it has not hurt me. I've done very well on Fiverr. I've had clients find me because of using my real name. And I know I'm not criticizing the fact that anybody would not do that. So just make sure I get that out there. Because I know for a lot of people, it's, especially for lady voice actors, females, it's the Wild West in some of those sites. And they have to be very careful about who knows the real name and who doesn't. So I get that part of it. And the other part is some people buy into the fact that their career could be hurt because of being found on Fiverr. And that's not been my experience. Now, obviously, it's possible that at some point somebody said, oh, he's on Fiverr. No, we're not going to hire him. And I never found out. But in general, just speaking from my own personal experience, I've had Fiverr clients, buyers, find me because of my real name on the site. Troy W. Hudson is what I use. Just keep it simple. And so they'll search for me and they'll find me and they'll send me an email message through my contact form, or they'll find me on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, and they'll connect with me and then book me directly at whatever rates I'm charging. My Fiverr rates are pretty close, depending on what extras I sell on a gig, to being on par most of the time with my direct rates. It varies from project to project, but they're not too far off because I've slowly raised the rates. So my experience has been, be who you are, ignore the naysayers, do your thing, do what you want to do. Hey! What'd you say again? The peanut gallery. Puppy gallery. So that's my take on the whole thing, and I just thought I'd put that out there for anybody who cares or anybody concerned. If it is a concern for you, for that booking concern, my thought is if anybody was that hypercritical of not wanting to work with you because you're on a certain job platform, I find that elitist, and personally, I wouldn't want to work with them. Just saying. No hate here. Just saying. It's a respect thing. It shouldn't matter where you work. It shouldn't matter where you get your work. If you're comfortable, if you're making a living, if you're paying the bills, if you're prospering, Godspeed. God bless you. That's awesome. As long as you're doing good quality work, you're being paid for it, and you're comfortable with the rate you're charging to the clients that can afford and that have that same value system as far as what they assign a cost to a job, and you're cool with it, and it's worth your time, go for it. That's my take on it. Enough said. I wanted to share a couple of projects with you, very, very different in sound. This was a project, I'm not sure if it's a student project or it's like a spec project for a marketing company. It may be both, but I thought it was very well done. This is for an app for Coors Light. So take a listen and a look. In the age of stay inside, stop the spread, and work from home, we've seen the amount of time we spend staring at screens skyrocket. We're scrolling through the same 3 social media apps over and over, restreaming shows we've already seen. We've even invented a new phrase, Zoom sickness. And when you find yourself stuck in a cycle of screen staring, it can be virtually impossible to snap out of it. That's where Coors Light comes in. Coors Light, the official beer of signing off, encourages you to trade screen time for real time. Simply download the Coors Light app and allow it to pair with your smart devices. When you've been staring at your screens for too long, Coors Light will snap you out of it with the sound of a cool, crisp can of Coors Light cracking open, reminding you to take a second to refresh. Coors Light will provide you with chill activities perfect for disconnecting. There will even be a shortcut for messaging apps like Slack and Teams that enables a signed-off setting, letting people know to leave you alone. That same setting can be used to lock your social media apps, preventing you from sharing any cringeworthy content that no one wants to see anyway. Oops. Coors Light will also send users their new reduced screen time reports, which you can share to let your followers know that you're actually doing something of substance with your life. And for every 20 minutes of screen time you shave off from your weekly average, Coors Light will provide you with coupons for real, cool, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. So give your eyeballs a break and get out there. We promise the screen will still be there when you get back. Coors Light, the official beer of signing off. I thought that was cleverly done. Like I said, that's a cool app to get you off your butt, and it kind of ties in and out and being healthier away from your screens. So I thought that was an interesting app. Whether or not it's the real deal or not, I think it has a lot of potential. So that was kind of like they sent me a couple of samples on YouTube and said, we want kind of like a snarky guy. We just want just kind of like this and doing your thing. And hey, not doing anything like this, but just kind of doing your thing. You're kind of energy up. You're kind of amped up, and you're kind of having fun, and you're just a dude. And so I gave him the dude sound. So they used that style. Here's something entirely different, and in honor of Valentine's Day. This slows it way down. And I thought this story, I'm not sure exactly where it's playing, but I'll just play it and let you hear the difference. You'll probably guess I'm doing both voices, but that's what the producer wanted. They wanted a little variation to distinguish. I'm like the narrator, I'm the older man, and I'm the younger man. So anyway, here it is, a Valentine's Day story. From the Creator Success Hotline, Dr. Rob Gilbert, in collaboration with Zalure Web Services, proudly presents Title number 6, A Valentine's Day Story. One Valentine's Day, an old man carrying a dozen roses got onto a city bus. He sat next to a young man who kept looking at the flowers. The young man said, "You're going to make someone very happy today." The old man nodded and asked, "Do you have a sweetheart?" "Yes, but I can't afford flowers, so all I got her was a card." They rode in silence until the old man got up to leave. He gently put the roses in the young man's lap and said, "I know my wife would want you to have these. I'll tell her that I gave them to you." The young man watched in stunned silence as the old man left the bus, crossed the street, and walked through the gates of a cemetery. True love never dies. It's true. True love never does die. Good thing to know. Well, that's all I got for you guys this Friday for the VoiceOver Weekly Stew. You guys be blessed. Be a blessing. I will see you at 6 o'clock if you choose to join me for Storytime with Troy. A reminder, Mrs. Bunny's Day Off. That's happening at 6 Eastern. Until next time, you guys just take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you are doing Valentine's, make the most of it. All right.
Just talk to be good.